The Bruins will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And we've said many times that tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. Seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So, mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
And that one could serve a lot of purposes. You knock all the butterflies out, you get your first completion.
Yeah, and I agree. You know, the first completion, you get hit, and I always loved it as a player on the first drive to when you got hit, you got that out of the way, you get the butterflies out of the way, then you kind of settle and you realize, all right, this is just football.
Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Barney. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Got it in the middle. It's Barney. Stumbled to the ground. And the Huskers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Throws to the wideout. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. So UCLA's offense will get the ball for the first time. Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a fantastic play there from the linebacker position. You think about guys like Trev Alberts, Levante David, some of the Nebraska greats playing the linebacker spot. Those guys were able to run. And because of that, they can get to the quarterback when blitzing. This guy with his speed is a guy that they need to deploy time and time again, getting after the quarterback. He's got some wheels.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, it's so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. He's got an open man. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Barney. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to...
Breaks into the open. Powers through. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He's got it on the move. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll run it from the gun. And the Bruins pick up the first down.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, are the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up tempo, or they're not, it's always so important to have balance. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy with his power and his speed, he really gives this offense a lot of flexibility.
And that's a live ball behind the line. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Iamaleava. He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it inside the 25. Off and running. Touchdown, UCLA. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk, but this has been a very close game. They're up by 4 over Florida. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when to go. There he goes! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Barney. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barney. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Barney. Touchdown, Nebraska! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The inside handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. The Bruins will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wants to return it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Lost a throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Barney. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Cornhuskers in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Barney. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Off play action. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Punt is on its way. He takes it at the 45. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Huskers in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Huskers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy is becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game, because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick this one.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll go to the counter. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Gets it out fast. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Wants to go up top on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Barney. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Cornhuskers moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Barney. Knocked down at the 22, that's a first down, and they can still stop the clock. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Nebraska.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of what...
Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. To the air on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Complete to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. He lobs one high down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Huskers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Bruins decide to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. To the air, it's Raiola. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Cornhuskers want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barney. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. and he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the air. It's Iamaleava. Punts it out of the air. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. And the Bruins can really attack on this second and short. Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Fires one high and deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal, this one a 37-yarder. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll trim the deficit to 15. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Fielded in the end zone, it's Nelson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hunter. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 3rd down, red zone play. Crowd to the wideout. And it's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
Grab near the sticks. It's Flores. Oh, there's an alley to the left. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bruins! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man, it's Raiola. Snagged in the middle, it's Hunter. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking down the middle. Got his man. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. The Cornhuskers come to the line in the hurry-up.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Hunter. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Quick pass on the jet motion. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Huskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker, it's Ives. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And now they've moved into the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He's got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Cornhuskers! That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
He's not going to make it, stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Flores. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. This drive will open from the 15. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
The Huskers are in the hurry-up. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Cornhuskers are on the move with the run on 1st and goal. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Trying to barge their way in. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And the Bruins are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
These offenses, sometimes when they get pressed and they know they got to go fast and they got to put points on the boards, sometimes they get a little bit reckless, and they do right here. They give up the safety. Now down multiple possessions and kicking off, the chances of them winning just went way downhill.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Find some fresh air.
The returner brings it out to the 34, and the Nebraska offense will take over.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Wide open downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Pressure coming. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They just keep firing. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Matthews. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. With the catch, it's Flores. So the first step of that was fine. They made the pass and catch, but no yards, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, I don't know if they were anticipating pressure on that play, and they just want to get it out of the hands of the quarterback quickly, but whatever they were thinking did not work.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when
Touchdown, Huskers! And the beatdown has ensued. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. On fourth down, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. The Bruins come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Wants to throw on third down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Bruins will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.